Right, hello there guys, welcome back to a new video. Now in today's video, we've got something insane on the channel. You guys might have seen it in the background of a couple of videos I've done at Graham's, because we're out in another one of his toys. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to switch around and we're going to hit some cinematics. So yes guys, we have got a 3.2 litre Audi engine in a Volkswagen Golf. This is a full-blown track spec car. There is no interior whatsoever. It's on ridiculously stiff coilovers. The journey up here was quite fun and it was only about 5 minutes down the road. It's got a full roll cage in it, everything. But let's flip the camera around onto Graham and let's see what he says about the whole spec of the car. So here we are with Graham. So chat us around this, I don't even know what to call it.
Mk3 VR6.
Go on in.
Well, where do we start? Obviously it's all stripped out.
Yep.
OMP roll cage. That's full cage but doesn't go to the front turrets, so it's just a full interior cage. Obviously no dashboard or anything, just the instrument cluster left. Battery's been relocated into the boot.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what that little metal bar is there, where the battery sits.
Obviously that's much smaller than standard battery because it's only literally starting the car up and that's it. The wheels, obviously these are just Oz. I can't even remember what they are, but we run another set of Aussies when it's at track, because when it's at track it's on full race slicks.
Yep.
It's got a fast road conversions custom exhaust. The guys down in Ashwood, they're very good. They made it for us when it was a 2.8, and then when we swapped it to the 3.2 we had to do a little bit of a change on the downpipe, but the rest of it's still the same as what they've made, and that's 9-10 years ago and it's still sweet as, still really good. Perspex windows all round.
And the little cat flap bit, which I find quite cool. And another thing I find quite cool as well is that's your door handle to get out. It's a cable tie.
The front arches are fiberglass and they're wider than the standard arches.
That's why the bumper don't sit flush as well.
The bumpers, yeah, because at the moment it's just space we're trying to work out what we're going to do aero-wise for the bumper. Obviously we've got 3.2 in there now.
What car was this out of?
Mk1 TT.
Nice.
So it still runs the return rail setup.
Yeah.
This had as a 2.8. The Mark 5s, I believe, run a deadhead setup, so you have to change pumps and stuff that are in the actual tank. Whereas with this one, it was just a case of drop the lump in and change the wiring a bit, which someone in Scotland done for us. We sent the loom off from the 3.2 with the loom on this. He done it, I think it was a week, it came back, put it all in. Really easy conversion. If you've got the 2.8 already, it's literally you just clean up some holes that are already tapped so you can use the old mounts, and then you put the old mounts on and it still just drops in really. So
it's not too bad.
No, not too bad at all.
And what air filter are we running?
That is just a pipe across universal jobby at the moment. We're going to work out a way of putting a cold air feed in, because when it's in race form it doesn't have the headlights, it's just got fiberglass and air ducts
Yeah.
to the system. So we want to try and extend it out, box it in, but we've got to move power steering and things like that. It's got an aftermarket power steering cooler, which you'll see just at the bottom of the fog light.
Let's see.
Just here.
Oh, under there?
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because when we was on track with the slicks, it kept on boiling it over, and you'd open up the engine bay and it'd just be power steering, fluid everywhere. But since we've done that, we've not had any issues. So the brakes on the front are 312s set up from a Mk1 TT again. So I think we had to make a bracket up so that we could mount them, but not too difficult to do really. It's on gas gold coilovers,
Which is a proper race setup, isn't
yeah,
it?
and we spec'd them to be track setup, because we were going down the route of putting it on a trailer, but it just turned out to be too much hassle to keep it on a trailer, so it's gone back to a road going form.
Yeah.
When it gets to the track, we swap a few bits and pieces over the wheels and the lights.
Yeah.
So then comes to the interior. Obviously the seats are Sparco seats. I think they're just Club Sports or something like that. And OMP harnesses, which are road legal ones. You have to have the particular belt buckle for that.
Yeah.
The gear selector unit, I believe, is off of a 6M Polo. I can't remember for sure, but I've got a feeling that's what that's from, because that gives us a nicer gear change, whereas the old one was quite clunky. Even though we had a short shifter on there,
Yeah.
it was still pretty notchy, and that's much better in comparison. Got a battery out of, I believe it's like an alarm system backup battery, or the mobility scooter batteries.
Bloody hell, that is a small one then.
So yeah, because it's only used to crank the engine over.
Yeah.
But that's it. We had to custom make a bracket for the accelerator pedal,
Yeah.
which is welded in. Other than that, really, there's not much else to say. Fully polybushed, as you'd expect.
Yep.
But yeah, otherwise it's just a laugh.
And yeah, I thought I'd get all this talking out of the way, because literally when you're in this car you can not hear a thing because of how noisy it is. So let's say we get out of here, get on the road, and let's see what it's like. And I will try and do some commentary, but no promises. Just before I get out, this is literally your view. Like, you've got no dashboard, no radio, no air conditioning, no form of climate control whatsoever, no cup holders, no door card. There's nothing, literally nothing.
We will be putting door cards on, but they will literally just be like a sheet of perspex or
Yeah.
PVC or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it did have some before, but they got damaged.
Yeah. But yeah, literally you've got nothing left. Anyway, I'm going to try and put the camera up there, and we'll be back. Right, so yeah, trying to climb back into these harnesses. Graham's got the air conditioning on, well,
Yeah.
I say that, it's the door and he's waving it.
Should be able to just see that in the corner, getting some airflow until we're ready to go.
Because it does get proper toasty in here. Right,
Ready, set?
ready, set. Let's give it some mad sends. So one thing to realise is this has no carpets, nothing, and because of that you can hear everything this car does. Whoa! Shit! Wow! Holy crap! Wow! Now all they can see is the camera shaking, but oh my god! That was ridiculous! Is this just a standard lump?
It's got a stage 1 map on it that the brother put on.
Yeah.
Because he does remaps, so you know, if anyone wants one, get in touch. So it's running about 10 to 15 more horsepower than what it would in the Mk1 TT.
Yeah.
But the difference between the Mk1 TT and this is about 500 kilos.
Wow.
old difference
Yeah.
in the world of power to weight ratio.
Holy shit, this thing just goes! Oh my god! Whoa! Holy shit! Oh. So in regards to BHP figures, what are we saying?
Around the 260 mark, so it's not massive amounts, but it is literally 260 horsepower per tonne.
Yeah.
Because it went on the scales, about 4 or 5 days ago, and it came back as weighing 1060, 1050, somewhere around that number.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of the power gets used to pull 1 tonne on.
Yeah. That is insane. And there is an awful lot of rattling going on because literally there is nothing in this car.
No, it's just like a greenhouse.
It is bloody horrible in regards to the heat anyway.
You get to put your hand in the window, lets you cool down, but otherwise you just get baked.
Yeah.
Which, when you're on a nice track day as well and you're pushing hard and concentrating, heat does take it into a big consideration. You can't do a long stint in it without being well knowledgeable around the car. Because it is very draining.
Yeah. Right, let's try and find some better roads. Right, we found a bit more of a smoother road. I'm hoping you guys can hear us when we talk, but we found a bit more of a smoother road. We're letting the cars in front get some gap, and then we're just gonna fucking go for it.
See how quick we'll catch them up.
Go! This thing is utterly insane.
It's not bad for a little NA, is it?
No, it's not. Holy shit.
You think this is fast? The ones that put turbos on them and run 400 or 500 horsepower and have them like this, you think they're crazy.
Yeah.
Double the amount of power and it weighs this much. And they must absolutely hammer. I mean, we're not going down the route of turbo in it. We might try and put a bit more power in it, but because it's a track car, we want the simplicity of NA, not to worry about turbos and all that sort of stuff to get in there. But yeah, the ones that go hunting for power, hats off to them.
This is already scary enough as it is. Like, obviously I haven't driven this and I'm only a passenger, but this is already scary. So, God knows what 500 horsepower in something like this is like, because it must be ridiculous.
Yeah, and 500 horsepower is not even pushing the engine hard. I mean, if you have a look, there's a company called HST. They've got a billet block, one of these now that they've just developed. It's over 1,000 horsepower. They put that in a TT, and it's the fastest four-wheel drive Audi in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's powered by, alright, it's not the same lump, but it is one based on this lump. It's got all the internals that you can put into one of these. It's just a billet block rather than the cast block that you get as standard.
Yeah.
So yeah, this engine, if you've got some money to throw at it, it's very powerful. So many people say, oh no, you want to get like the 1.8 turbo and things like that. And it's like, yeah, hats off to the 1.8 turbos, they're not bad. But you compare it to one of these and put a bit of money into one of these, and this will just knock socks off the 1.8 turbo.
Yeah.
because there is, like where the trucks drive along it and the track, because there's a bit of a rut in it.
Yeah.
But on a track, smooth as anything, you don't get any of that. It's just dead straight and it just goes hard.
Yeah. Bit, we'll go in, we'll get some flybys, and I'll get some like first person view of what this car's like and like overlay it in various points of the video, because this thing honestly is absolutely ludicrous, especially in this sort of position. But yeah, no, this car honestly is utterly insane. If you guys have money to spend, I would honestly say build a car like this. You will not regret it. You don't need loads of power, especially for a track. You just need, you know, it's brake horsepower per tonne, that's all you need. And yeah, like Graham said, these can be absolute monsters. So yeah, if you guys want a car to build it on the 3.2 platform. Oh no, there's flipping ambulance. Well, at least that gives us time for hard acceleration.
Yeah, gives us time to rest our ears.
Let's go! Fucking hell!
Nice drivers that realised you can go much harder than them round corners and they'd let you pass. Because when you get like Ferrari owners and that, they're holding you up and you're putting it along, and then it's like they get to the straight and hammer it off, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, thanks, but I'm going to catch you back up on that next corner easily, and you're going to slow me right down again.
Yeah.
Which they didn't really get. But now with this engine, it's got the grunt so much more. Just lets us go.
Oh my god! Wow! Wow! I think that's gonna be the last send of the main video. You know, the whole talking bit. What I'll do? Maybe not! Wow! Yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to stop recording here. Thank you for taking me out in this. This is honestly amazing. I want to stop recording here. I'm going to get some extra video clips and stuff to throw in this video. And yeah, I'm going to end it here. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to slap a like on it, comment down below what you think of this utter machine, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button for more insane content like this. And yeah, with that being said, I'm getting out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, everybody, and remember your roll cages. I can't press the stop button. Did I do it? No, I didn't. Yeah. Come on! It keeps highlighting!